We're back, Crip Crew! Thank you so much for joining me tonight on this episode of Dark Reactions. This is a monster. This is going to be a monstrous one for sure. Right, tonight, I am going to be reacting to a brand new video from Dee Snider called I Wanna Rock, or I Gotta Rock, and then in parentheses, again. This is the first video and the first track, first single off one of my most anticipated albums of the year. I knew that Dee Snider was working on a follow-up to the, I believe, 2017 or 18's For the Love of Metal. I think it was 18's. Produced and written mostly by Jamey Jasta. And this one, that album was amazing. It was actually one of our first ever Dark Reflections. We did it totally different. We did it like we drove around in a car listening to it with a camera, and we would just turn the camera off while the songs are playing, and then we would talk about the songs in between each one, and that's what we would record, and we smushed it all together and made a video out of it. It's the only time we've ever done that. But either way, this was definitely one of his last album was one of the first ones we talked about on this show like this. Dee Snider has been I've been a gigantic Twisted Sister fan for as long as I can remember, and Dee Snider has been one of my single biggest influences since I was very, very young, when he went up against the PMRC. The fact that his band was featured on the Filthy 15 list, that is why we call our album of the year list the Filthy 15. Like, to say fuck you to that, you know what I mean? Like, he's just been such a giant influence. He has a syndicated radio show called The House of Hair that I used to listen to here every single week. So massive and giant and influential, and I love his career and pretty much everything he's done, especially in terms of heavy metal music, and this is his return to heavy metal music. He got talked into it on a podcast by Jamey Jasta saying just do a hard-ass metal record. That ended up being For the Love of Metal. It was a very huge success, and they've been working on the follow-up for about the last 6 or so months now. So we finally get a taste of it. This right here, Dee Snider, I Wanna Rock Again, off of the upcoming album Leave a Scar, which, let's see if I can, I actually offhand don't know the release date for that yet. So let me see if I can just pull it up real quick. 7/30/21. Okay, so July 30th. Leave a Scar will be released July 30th. Links to pre-orders in the description below. Yeah, let's fucking dive in. Again, another Napalm Records. But yeah, let's dive. I'm super... And on top of all that, the first single off this is I Gotta Rock Again. And the only thing I've read about this track so far, is that it's like Dee's back is what I'm hearing. I think he was back on the last album, so that makes me super excited to hear this. All right, let's fucking dive right in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Napalm Records. I love that. Here we go, baby. I'm so excited. Come on!
It's that time again. Did you think that it would end? Wild and freewheeling, so damn appealing. I can't stop. It's not something that I choose. Just what I gotta do. While my mind is still screaming.
Come on.
I can't stop. Be alive for
sounds so fucking good.
Till I drop, better strap in, I'm coming in hot. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I gotta rock, I survive, being fine, gonna rock until I die. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I gotta rock, this is life, I'm gonna rock until the day that I die. Yeah!
Undeniable. His voice sounds amazing.
There's no better feeling, like there's nothing you can't do.
God
It's a
damn.
heavy metal healing.
Heavy metal
When
healing.
you're dancing and your dreams come true. Won't stop till I drop. Better strap in, I'm coming in hot. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I gotta rock, I survive, being fine, gonna rock until I die. Here we go, it's time to roll again.
Jesus.
I gotta rock, this is life, I'm gonna rock until the day that I die.
Damn. Nasty ass solos. I think those are the Belmores. Woo!
I gotta rock, let's fucking go.
Ah!
It's time to rock again. When you're alive, you'll rock until the end. Always screaming, my life is on the stage. You will never ever feel the same until we rock again. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I gotta rock, I
God.
survive, being fine, gonna rock until I die. Here we go, it's time to roll again. I gotta rock, this is life, I'm gonna rock, I'm gonna rock, I'm gonna rock, yes, I wanna rock until the day that I die.
Oh, he even said I want to rock at the very end. Oh, man. That was fantastic. That was... Fuck. And again, this album is going to feature a number of guests, including even a track featuring George Corpsegrinder Fisher, lead singer of Cannibal Corpse. That's right, singing with Dee Snider on a track. It's going to be fucking amazing. That song was the perfect balance of like ode to the old, fan service, yet something totally new, totally modern, and rocks your fucking face off with some disgusting melting ass solos in there. Outstanding. Like, does nothing but make me 10 times more excited for this album. I'd love to see pretty much any song off For the Love of Metal and that song live. Holy shit. Because they just hit you. They get you right here. They get you in your core. I fucking love it. It's just that lightning bolt of fucking electricity. Like, I love it, man. That was a great track. That was a great track. Made me very, very excited for the album. You know, I did get Preston and I had the privilege once to see Twisted Sister live in full costume and everything. And it was crazy. It was like this really weird venue. It was like in a parking lot with a bunch of like wooden benches just flat set up. And it started raining really, really hard. Like pounding rain. And they finally come out. They play like their first song or something. They were like, "We didn't think anybody would fucking be here. You guys are crazy." And the crowd just went nuts. And then there was one point where me and Preston were like the only ones standing up on the benches, on the bench things. And we were just losing our fucking minds. It was during the song We're Not Gonna Take It, I believe. and we were just losing our fucking minds. And we kind of like just stopped for a second. Maybe it was like during the solo or something. It was just to like catch our breath or something. Swear to fucking God, Dee Snider points right dead straight at us and goes, "I fucking see you! Keep fucking going!" We looked at each other. Right now, the hair is raised on my arms. We looked at each other and we lost our... I can't believe we didn't just fall fucking off the fucking... Oh my God, we lost our minds. It was one of the greatest fucking concert experiences I have ever had. So it is a privilege to be talking about a brand new Dee Snider video for me right now, because this guy, he means everything to me. He's an amazing, one of my favorite performers and just like people of all time. I love Dee Snider. Yeah, though, that I think that's gonna about wrap it up for this Dark Reaction. And once again, everybody check out this track. I Gotta Rock Again. Everybody remember to check out the new album, Leave a Scar, out July 30th on Napalm Records, produced by the one, the only, the notorious Jamey Jasta. So very, very, very excited for all that. And there's a new Jasta album coming out, I think in September or August or something. So that'll be sick once the single drops from that or something. That's going to be about it for this episode of Dark Reactions. I hope you all enjoyed this track and are as looking forward to this album as much as I am. Hope everyone is doing nothing but wonderful out there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yeah, that's going to be about it. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to rock and raise your fucking horns. Bang your goddamn heads. We love you all to death. Good night.